and get some space for that dynamic cutters downfield.
Rasmussen launches the backhand. Gibson and Kittredge both nearby, but it's Martin who knocks it away for Toronto, throwing the game's first punch.
And that was interesting. You see the rush really protecting the break side, forcing Dallas to push the disc to the backhand side of the field. That seemed like a little bit of a rush tuck to me.
And you had two cutters going to the same spot deep. That's always a recipe for disaster. Martin able to pick up the block.
How will this Toronto D-line work it downfield against the Dallas offense? Justin Ford launches a huge flick. Edwards versus Gibson. Oh, Edwards went up first, but he could not claw the disc. And it goes back to the Roughnecks. Justin Ford, a guy coming over from Great Britain, Brian, to play with the rush. I asked Anatoly Vasiliev what he has brought to the D-line. He said, well, I know he's always going to be open. Now another chance for Bo Kittredge against Jonathan Martin. And this time it's Bo. Freechild airs it out. Dalton Smith and Harris. Cam Harris has the height advantage and comes up with the interception.
And he gets it back.
Oh, and Masick Kelly has it go right through his hands.
Boy,
Another careless mistake.
It really seems like we're seeing some jitters out of the Toronto rush.
Freechild swings the disc. Dylan Larberg gets it back.
They have about 5 total throws and
into the end. 12-2 in the regular season. Tejpar airs it out. Justin Ford being chased from behind. Went up early. Went up a second time. Can't come down with the disc. He felt the footsteps of big Dan Emmons approaching.
Had an opportunity, and I like the aggressiveness. I thought Toronto was trying to get the perfect possession. And the reality is, against this Roughnecks team, they're going to be able to clamp down on the underneath. You have to be able to strike deep no matter what.
Oh, and a great layout D. Vasiliev, the catch block on the under. Armitage to the end zone for Carroll.
Giant lane for the cutters to work in.
And he immediately hits Harris. Masick Kelly denied by the poach of Matt Bennett. So cross-field hammer. Armitage is there. McKnight stumbles but hauls it in. McKnight, a lot of float to the end zone. Harris made the catch.
For Gibson, there's no reason to make that.
Not sure Gibson was thrilled with it either because it disrupted the momentum as Mazur's shot goes up. Harrison there defensively. Marshall missed it on the first try. And ties him with teammate Thomas Slack for the Roughnecks lead as Harris uncorks. Looking for Lindquist. Emmons nearby, and he comes up
in the back of the stack so that he can make some of those plays.
Doing a nice job putting him in a position to succeed. Deep ball looking for Langdon. And he comes down with it. Go forth, excuse me. Kittredge, Emmons, Marshall, Langdon all going deep. This is a perfect throw. Toronto realizing everybody's coming, and it's caught in the end zone.
It only works every once in a while. The hidden ball trick, what works once a year for the MLB.
That was well done acting by Harrison. To the end zone, Harris makes the catch over Freechild. First quarter and a half. Active defense from Costello in the under. Martin going deep, trying to accelerate. Langdon approaching as well. Martin gets there first as the two Roughnecks collide.
You're really getting that back foot up off the ground like you do when you're really stepping out on a backhand.
Mickle, Kittredge. To each his own, it's one of his hobbies. And just another careless turnover quickly the other way. This is going to float on the verge of the goal line and in. Klein can capitalize. Jarrett Marin hits John Martin. Double team from Malachek. Martin pops it up. Ford can't keep it alive. That's not going to count.
He had a foot out. They need to find ways for him to just get lots and lots of touches.
Oh, and Edwards with a rookie mistake. The first-year member of the Rush just turfed it.
And it looked like he didn't really step out. You know, a lot of times when the mark's not on, you think, okay, I can just throw from the hip. But a lot of times that stepping motion is actually what makes your throw crisp, and he didn't do it there.
A lot of contact downfield just before this play with Mazur and Vasiliev. They're two guys that will go up against in the Northeast a lot from New York and Toronto in past years.
Malachek looking long for Gibson. McKenzie the defender. Gibson rising up for the score.
Just trying to spread the field. The middle of the field is wide open and ripe for any option.
And a lot of throws eventually leads to a mistake.
And he needs good holster, good no throw. You know, very tempting to let that one rip.
Vasiliev puts it on the money to Martin. Breaking the mark, Dylan Larberg. Shooting it to his brother. Through the hands of Christian. I think the crowd is slowly getting in the support of the rush, but Armitage was hand blocked by Chris Larberg on the reset.
And that was a hand block with authority. That disc went about 10 yards behind.
Not sure Toronto wants Armitage picking up the disc in that situation. And
This game.
Mark Lloyd launching for Jonathan Martin. Martin pressured from behind by Laurie. Emmons came over too. Armitage made the sky grab to make it 18-13. Toronto will get the disc at the end, at the start of the fourth. Yearwood at midfield, gets it off. Oh, and Lloyd catches, flips it into the end zone, and the ref.
To see that throw from Vasiliev, you know, he's out there, he's been the one that's made some of the best decisions.
Mickle versus Martin, and Jonathan Martin had the position there to attack the disc. Toronto retakes possession. I'm with you, Taylor, though the decision by Vasiliev certainly lacking. Here's Edwards.
And you just see, they cannot hook it deep right now. Bo is just sitting back there. They need to work the unders.
Yeah, Bo's not really guarding anybody. Now he picks up Harrison, who's going up the line, and Madison trying to win a title on their home field, or whether it's Seattle, a team that dominated in the playoffs more than anyone else in the league, and it's not even close. Matt Bennett shoots it. He was upset with himself at the throw. Don't be. Chris Larberg skies for it, floats it to Slack, who's got it. Partisan crowd. It's coming up, top of the hour. Jeremy Langdon going deep for this one. That's an easy possession. Well, that pull play, the closest thing Ultimate has to an onside kick.
And you know, it's been interesting to me.
Oh, beautiful helix hammer. Gibson